what I see happening, right? That may help y'all. That would be my advice, right?
Uh-huh.
My advice would be to see. It's not that I don't think you and Kaylin are the people, right? But I think that y'all are on a routine that needs to be changed, right? And so,
Yeah.
and I look at this even with myself. If I'm having like a lot of disputes and arguments, all it means is you need to replace that arguing and fighting with another activity that's more
Yeah.
positive. So it means there's too much time there, right?
Uh-huh.
So if there's, like with the police call with the arguing last night, I don't, and getting to the root of what the argument's about. What was the disagreement about yesterday?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, so the thing is, what you and Kaylin should do is get jobs, right?
I
Like,
know, Mom.
yeah, outside the home, and then get with work source. Elijah, you can work with probation. The probation
Mm-hmm.
department can really advocate for you. Both of y'all get cleaned up, go to the dentist, be your freshest self, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then find something else to do, because see, anybody, if you're around somebody too much, I don't care who they are, you're going to start bickering. You're just around one another too much, right? But if you can reduce that time, be at work. Both of y'all are young enough to get in college, and you can go back to high school, Elijah. I
Yeah.
mean, even if you did it online, you can do it online now. You could be at the library. So if y'all are in the right activities for both of you, then you're too tired to argue.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So because you two are very young people. Time could be spent contacting your lawyer for your apartment issue,
Mm-hmm.
trying to find stable housing. Like, are you're not working with the pastor no more with Angel? See,
Uh, I need to find his number on my phone so I can text him on the text now.
I
But
have his
Angel
I
has
have
been
his
telling
number.
me that he's busy.
I have his number in here because
Okay,
she had
well, you
gave
can
it to
text
me
him.
before, or I could contact them too.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can contact him.
Yeah. So they do that when they don't think you're a fit to be serious about the program, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they have a certain criteria, and they could tell like the maturity level that someone's on. But I would call that 211 community helpline,
Yeah.
and find resources and just get busy doing something else other than arguing.
Okay.
Because all it's going to lead to, even though Caitlin doesn't have a no contact order right now, eventually she will. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
lead to both of y'all in bad situations, right? So
Yeah.
I would focus on job search, doing those classes that the courts want you to do, and doing stuff like that. Because both of y'all are, just about adults now, and just get busy doing something else. Both of y'all get a to-do list,
Mm-hmm.
and then if they're gonna pursue the eviction with the apartment, be busy finding someplace else to go.
Yeah.
So that if it clean up, y'all could be cleaning, right? I mean, if you just spending time cleaning up behind yourself, and you're too busy to argue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just get busy doing something. That's the only thing I could say. Because I mean, and if you are aware that there's a court orders and stuff, then don't dispute, don't argue, don't talk loud in locations. I mean, because you pretty much got to tell them that you're there. They're not really,
They have to be.
huh?
Yeah, I have to tell him that I'm here.
Yeah, you tell people you're there when they hear the loud noise.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying. You're being
yeah,
sarcastic. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying you're the one, like if I had a few people here that wasn't on my lease, they may not really know until they start acting loud. So, um,
I know, Mom. I'm sorry because I just cussed. I'm trying to figure out, but yeah,
so we
it's a
need
lot.
to get your dental appointment made too.
Okay.
Get that done. And I hope Kaylin's going to the doctor too. Is she going to get her doctor's appointments done?
I don't know, Mom. We haven't been together for that long now.
Yeah.
Like she was when she was pregnant, yeah, but she's not pregnant no more, you see? Mom, I don't remember the last time I went to the dentist. And the last time I went to the doctor was the last time I was in the hospital for July.
Okay. And that ain't been too long. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not too long.
Yeah. That ain't been too long. But yeah, get started on stuff like that. Never underestimate your health. Being severely behind. I'm behind on some of my stuff. I'm trying to get it done now, but being severely behind on dental stuff can cause a major life emergency crisis. I mean,
Yeah, something you don't need.
it can go into your heart and cause even heart attacks. So I would just
I've been talking about my tooth, about my tooth. I need to get it. I don't know. I need to get it checked because it's the side I be using. It's the side I be using to eat. My right side.
you want to get a motorized toothbrush, the same
No,
kind.
I think I need a deep cleaning from the dentist. I
If
don't
you
think the toothbrush is going to do it this time.
if you get the
Because
motor,
I'll be flossing it. I'll be flossing and stuff. The ache is still there. I think they need to really get up in there, you know. And I don't want to make myself bleed.
well, that's what the motor. You want to bleed. You want to bleed so you can spit that bacteria out. So in the teeth,
Bacteria.
if the teeth in the teeth gum world, you want it to bleed, so you spit it out because that means the junk is coming out, right? The in the dental world, what's unsafe is the blood just sitting there because that means that bacteria is there.
Said it like Medea bacteria.
Yeah, so you
Bacteria.
because if it's not bleeding,
Mama, you said it like Medea.
I said it like Medea.
Yeah, bacteria.
Yeah, that's what it is. So
Say it again.
bacteria.
He's been doing that for years. The first time I heard it, I knew something was off. I knew something was off. I was like, there's something ain't right about that word. And then I heard other people say it, and I was just like, oh, my mom got the little in her. My mom got the little
Y'all are silly. But yeah, but
I know. She's from the hood, so she doesn't talk hood no more, but before she was probably like talking like a real gangster, you know?
yeah.
She was like, what's up, homie?
Well, I mean, you could consider St. Louis, Missouri just no matter where you live, it's like a hood. So yeah, so with you remember those toothbrushes I used to buy y'all? The one I get, the not the Sonic one, the other one. So if you get that, Elijah, it'll get all that stuff off right quick. You hear me?
Yeah.
It'll go ahead and get it off because in this case, the fact that that blood and that bacteria is just sitting there, you want to clean that plaque off, clean all the gunk off, and then it will bleed. And just as it's bleeding, spit it out, and then get you do a teaspoon or a tablespoon of peroxide.
And also since I've been like 15, I just never told her. You might have an overbite. No, they the one time when they were doing my teeth, they kept shaving my tooth down on this side, and then they were like, bite down, and I was numb, so I kept biting down, and I kept chipping my own tooth because my bite was off. You have an overbite.
It felt like it was chipping it. It wasn't actually chipping it.
Your teeth go over your bottom teeth. That's an overbite.
Yeah, we have that naturally. We don't really correct that. That's the natural. That's the way our DNA is.
I'm the natural overbite too. So people
Yeah.
should be feeling this. You see how I keep tuck under? Like, yeah, the tuck under either way. Right? Doesn't everybody's teeth tuck under? No. Because we have a small overbite.
Yeah, the overbite is okay. That actually is.
Well, no, she's explaining it to me, Mom. I don't know what it is. Don't have an overbite go like this. People who have an overbite go like this.
Yeah, I have one. So what we can do, y'all, is meet one day and then we work on hygiene stuff.
Mom, we've been talking about meeting for over a year now. One thought it was gonna happen.
We wanna. I met with Elijah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I met with Elijah.
You're so sweet as ever. She was supposed to meet up when you were in jail, but like every time I see my mom, it's like seeing you because I don't remember how short you guys are until I actually like see you. Well, maybe me and you can set up a day to go to lunch or something.
Yeah, we can consider that. That's fine. You got money?
Yes, Mom, I have money.
Okay. So
Yeah.
and I'm just asking to see, where I could need to, maybe I could help you out or something if I could come up with some more money. That's why I was asking. So
we be eating at this Mexican restaurant right up the street by Safeway.
Yes. So now is the time. The the good thing about right now is the time where you guys could focus on yourselves, right?
So what do you think is happening? What do you think is happening with this cop though? Because I'm not trying to have her on my.
She didn't do a warrant. She didn't do a warrant. So she didn't do the warrant, so they can't legally come in there. So she backed off from that for right now. So it's good that
she had no evidence. Like what?
Well, she does because the people are calling. The neighbors call.
That's not evidence of somebody being in the situation down. And that's not the only reason they came. Probably the two calls probably came out at the same time because they just raided somebody's house as they were knocking on my door.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to explain to you earlier. Like they could get a call here and they'll still come knock. It doesn't matter. They don't. They just know. Like 333B, just go knock there when we're around when we're in the neighborhood.
No, they knocked because the neighbor called. Because of they heard the loud arguing. And I wouldn't know that. I mean, I hadn't heard you arguing. So if that part is true, then just stay away from there like you're doing for right now and just be quiet in there. Don't be loud. And then, like I said, get busy. We got to get this. I'm willing to help. With the toothbrush thing, get that stuff done because that's what you need. And you wanna use that motorized toothbrush, a regular toothbrush, because a motorized toothbrush is gonna flick it off. And and I do it with my gums as well. That's how you want to brush your gums too. And any blood, just spit it out because you want to get that bloody bacteria out of your mouth. It's not healthy. And we need to, it sounds like, or you guys focus, both of you sound like you need doctor's appointments and stuff.
Yeah, we need jobs. I know that doctor's appointments will go great along with that schedule.
Yeah.
Besides that, I want to go back to school, Mom.
Yeah, that's a good idea to get back in school, Kaylin.
Like I already have my high school diploma, so I'm trying to get my CNA license.
Oh, you got a high school diploma?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Good job. Elijah, you got to get back in high school too. All you need is 3 credits. You can do that right online.
Literally, and this year's her last year to fucking do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Language. Oh, sorry. This year's your last year to do that.
Not really with this online academy. Some people are going to 24.
I could do it, I think, 25 or 12. Yeah. I thought it was okay. In Idaho, it's 21.
Actually, if you do online, it's really no age limit because they'll take your transcript from school. You just got to go through like a college or online. and they'll take that transcript and just it's no age limit on it. You just can't do it through traditional high school. But if you go through
So
one of like the college high school programs,
yeah, I see what you're saying. At that point, it could just be a little side quest. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, because you're already grown, you don't go to the real school. You're doing real grown people stuff. You're just doing a little. You're just working on some forms, and I know what you're
yeah. So
saying.
you can get those 3 credits done at any age, but you just can't. I think if you went to the back to the school district and enrolled in the online academy, they would still let you do it. Um, I think they would do it right now because all you need is 3 credits. I just would have to go up
Yeah.
to the school district to advocate for that, and they
Yeah,
wouldn't
they
have a
should.
problem with it. So yeah, just getting busier, getting the doctor's appointments. So Elijah, we'll get that toothbrush and get that going, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then get that stuff because that buildup and that gum disease, that's that blood in there, you can get some of that up naturally, but at this point you don't want to use a regular toothbrush.
Yeah.
You want to use the motorized, the one we used to use, and then get that up, spit that stuff up because that stuff is deadly. You could have a real bad, it could give you a seizure, heart attack. You could be paralyzed over gum disease, especially that much of it in there. Because over time, your body's going to resist that level of bacteria. Because see, if somebody from the outside is able to see it, it's in pretty bad shape. So imagine what the gums are like. So and you got dental and medical insurance, so you don't have to live like that. You know what I mean? So we want to get busy. Kaylin wants to get in school. So I mean, I'm willing to advocate for you guys to help you get on a better road. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I am
Yeah,
y'all.
my main goal is starting to get school, trying to get housing, and get along with that.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm both of y'all moms, so let's just do better, y'all. Put the past behind us and move on.
Should do better. Okay.
Yeah, that goes for me too. I'm not perfect, trust me.
Yeah, whatever. I
Yeah,
wish I was. I wish I was your age.
Honestly, yeah.
yeah, but I'm closer to
You
death.
just walk around. You can't do much anyway, so you do what you can. Like you know
Oh,
what
I
I'm
can
saying?
I can do a lot. What do you mean I can't do much?
Well, like you can't run 5 miles like me, but you
Oh,
can
yes, I
definitely try your
can.
best.
Actually, I can. And actually, I do run 5 miles, and I walk too.
Oh, man.
I probably can outrun both of you, to be quite frank.
You said what?
I probably could outrun both of you.
Mom, I can lift. I could probably carry you to the hospital if you needed me to. Okay, stop playing with me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what? Mom just had an ambulance. It's not picking up. Gotta walk to the hospital, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, he can carry me down the stairs, so.
Okay, but you lost a lot of weight, Kaylin. You're not that big anymore.
No, she's not. She's gained weight from when I first saw her, but she's lost weight since with her. You see what I'm saying? So she's still like because pregnancy weight.
Yeah. How much do you weigh now, Kaylin?
130.
Yeah, like 130. Before she was not.
And you're how tall?
411.
Yeah, that's a good weight for that height.
No, I'm supposed to be 90 pounds.
Yeah, she's really supposed to be 90.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like
130
so
for 411.
Yeah, because of my height, I'm moderately obese, but because of like my age range, I'm healthy.
Yeah. Well, 130 is better than the other weight you were, 200 or.
Let's see. I'm 5'8". Last time I weighed myself, I was like 150.
Yeah.
Around 150. A little bit less, around 145.
I used to be 230 pounds, Mom.
Yeah, I think you was 230 when I met you, right?
No, she was losing weight at that time.
Let me look up average weight on the rush.edu calendar.
She literally has this type of stuff on hand. Like, I understand. Like, it's literally a whole calendar that will show you. Like, I don't want to know. She would show you.
So for so for 211, I mean 411 height, I mean.
Yeah.
So you can yeah, I mean the for 411, the highest weight to be normal is 123. So you're just overweight, not obese. So 130 for 411 is just a few pounds overweight. That's all. So you're medium.
How about 5'8"?
And when you were 230 pounds, you would not have been on the chart, so you would have been morbidly obese.
That's where it gets it.
Yeah, it's a difference between obese and morbidly obese. Obese, you're still on the chart. Morbidly obese, you're off the chart and in more of a danger zone. So you're not in that no more.
When I was morbidly obese, it was because I was on the extra non-birth control.
Yeah. So for five.
And as soon as I got off of it, I started losing weight really quick.
Yeah. So for 5'8", what was the other height, Elijah?
5'8".
So for 5'8", normal weight is 125 to 163 pounds. Overweight is 164 pounds to 196 pounds.
Yeah, I need to get to 164.
Yeah, and then obese is 197 to 256 for the height of 5'8". And then if you're 257 or above, you would be morbidly obese for the height of 5'8".
Dang. Well, I'm normal.
I don't be eating a lot. So.
You're 5'8"?
Yeah.
I thought you were like 5'6".
Nope. I'm 5'8". They have done my measurements. It came out 5'7" a few times, but they just rounded it up to 5'8".
Okay.
On my ID and everything.
Okay.
I guess out of like a little bit of a growth spurt.
My ID is important.
That's what I think would happen, because when I was in your place, when I first showed up in Miss Donna's, I was short. And then I started working out and doing a whole bunch of other stuff, and I just grew a lot.
Yeah.
I think I'm going into my man body now. That's what it is. Before I was still in my teenage body.
Thank you so much for the likes, y'all. I'm doing another one of these phone chronicles here.
Because I still get new things. Can you hear me?
Hopefully y'all are learning. Whoa, I dropped the device. I'm sorry. What did you say, Elijah?
Like, I said I'm still developing like new things. Like I'm starting to get hair on my chest and stuff, and on my back.
Yeah, I would get some hair on my chest too. All them police calls you get on you.
Yeah.
I would grow a new hair every time the police knock. They're like knocking at your door like they want to come in and have dinner.
Bro, Mom, for real.
They want to stay in your place. Maybe some of the officers are homeless. Let me stop. It do be homeless police officers. It does. They sleep in their cars just like other people. They really do. We want to think that all police officers have a home. Now I would say most of them probably have a residence. You know what I mean? Even if they're staying in a motel, but there are homeless law enforcement officers. They sleep in vehicles. They sleep in shelters. Some of them go to those more private temporary shelters, where they'll give you your own little apartment and stuff, like transitional housing. Yeah. I've seen that, doing property management and stuff in Bennett locations that, sliding through there, just driving around.
They go and say like this.
Right here. We're talking about, what were we talking about?
Like going to the doctor.
Yeah, getting tested.
Yeah, I think the first emergency that you both could use that would make you feel so good is dentist. Getting this dentist stuff, because everybody is behind on their dental.
Hey, Mom, do you have a chiropractor that I can go to?
Do I have a what?
No,
a chiropractor that I can go to?
I don't know any lately. I haven't been in a long time. The chiropractic office I used to go to years ago is closed down, and it was over not in this area, but yeah, the line disconnected.
the subscriber you're.
Yeah, the thing is, y'all, I mean, hold on one second. This is the call coming in. Thank you so much for the likes, y'all. Hello?
Hello? Yeah, sorry about that. The call dropped. It does that sometimes with the phone.
Oh, yeah, I tried to call back. Yeah, so let's just try to get these dentist appointments back on track for both of you and just get on track. We need to get you a toothbrush in case, for an emergency basis, because that blood that you don't want to come out needs to come out, or else it's life threatening.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that the dirty blood being there is life threatening. So you want to get that, brush that stuff out. But the motorized toothbrush that I used to buy when you was here at the house, I still purchase those and use those myself. It will make it pain free. Because at this point, a regular toothbrush is going to just mush it back in and hurt you. So you want to do it kind of pain free and quicker. The motorized toothbrush will just flick that stuff out. And so we'll get going on stuff like that. And just, all of us just live a better hygienic life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And get that, what y'all say, Medea say, bacteria.
Yeah, bacteria.
Bacteria. Medea
Yeah,
say
bacteria.
like, yeah, so.
Bacteria.
And bacteria, got bacteria, but, I guess we say what we want.
Well, everybody's always understood what I was saying. That much I know for sure. So,
it's not that far off from the truth.
Yeah. So just let's just get busy doing something else, and then Elijah, get these classes done so you can get that order off you.
Okay.
Yeah. So when can you call to get that set up? Because these classes could have been done. When you're off work, you can get a few things done. It's like you switch jobs.
They want you to pay for the classes. These classes ain't free.
Tell them you're unemployed and ask for a sliding fee scale.
What?
It's called a sliding fee scale. Tell them you're unemployed and call Catholic Community Services and ask if they'll pay for it.
Okay.
They've paid for classes for me before.
Okay.
Yeah. They paid for my anger management. No, actually they didn't. They refused to because I was working, so they wouldn't pay. Yeah. But they told me.
Yeah, Mom, I need to take anger management for probation.
Mm-hmm. This is Angel on the other end. Did y'all want to talk to her?
Yeah, we've been needing to call her.
Okay, hold on one second. Angel?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Elijah and Kaylin want to talk to you. Hold on, I'm gonna click you in. Okay. Y'all, Auntie's on the phone.
Hello.
Hey, what happened to y'all last night?
Well, our friend just because he said you were too far and he didn't have the gas and he didn't want to go that far because he works around the neighborhood we stay in. He just got us a hotel. So we just spent the night in the hotel and then we came back here.
Oh, okay. That's the down.
Yeah, we called after we called my mom. She said they're not going to do a warrant to enter.
Okay.
No, right now we're cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they kind of use me because see, I've been dealing with the police department since Elijah's been a teen, right? And there's a system where we kind of discipline Elijah together. So they almost
They found out how to discipline me.
yeah, so they actually let me they give me a lot of input on Elijah, right? So they kind of go to a certain degree, long as he ain't murdered nobody. Now, if he murdered somebody or did something real bad, I would have less control, but they kind of let me kind of help them out a little bit. So we talked and ain't no warrant. But
I wouldn't even been here. That would have broke down the door. I wouldn't have been here.
well, also, they always act like if I say I talked to Kaylin before, or like when Elijah was incarcerated, they always act like I got an order on me, and I always have to tell the police or just remind them I don't have a no contact order. I can talk to anybody I want to. They just can't be. They just shouldn't be together when I'm talking. But even if they together, I mean, it ain't no crime. It ain't no felony. It's not a crime. Like nobody's getting injured or hurt like that, right? Yeah. So they always when they hear, you know, it's that profiling and stereotyping, and no matter how cool the police are, that's still gonna be a part of policing, especially when you're of color. They always gonna treat us like we all doing something illegal. I woke up this morning. That's illegal too,
Well, how long is this gonna be going on? This contact order and stuff like that, because it's making it hard.
He needs to do his
I need to
classes.
get my classes.
Yeah, and I was just telling him, because I had, let me see, when I went to anger management, Catholic Community Services was gonna pay, but then I didn't meet their sliding fee scale thing because I had a good paying job at that time. But it was one of the classes. I think they did cover like another class. Was it a parenting class? I'm not sure, but I remember I had to pay $85 for my anger management class. But through that process, I found out about the sliding fee scale. Because I'm trying to think if maybe the class might have been 200. It's been so long ago. It might have been 200 and I just paid the 85. I don't remember because the class went weeks, right? So I know that Catholic Community Services will pay for your classes, especially when you're unemployed. So what you got to do, Elijah, is call 211, right? And tell them your situation. Tell them that you need a DV class paid for by whomever can pay, and ask them to give you the referrals and the resources for that, because they will pay for the class for you, especially when you're unemployed. And one agency that does it is Catholic Community Services. They still, right now to this day, they will pay. They have that systematic sliding fee scale that's still present within their organization. And it's been like that since the beginning of time. It hasn't changed. So call 211, write down Catholic Community Services, and get that class done quick.
Okay.
And then you could get the order off you. Because that's all they want you to do is the class. Right. And then that'll, give you more options. So Angel, I was talking, we was talking about hygiene and just getting themselves back together, getting in school, getting something else to do other than
Right.
argue. Because even when I was telling them, even with myself, if I find myself arguing a lot around my house, me and Daniel, we used to have, a lot of disputes, right? But what it is our time wasn't filled with more positive activities. We had got off track,
Right.
you know. And to be honest, what helped Daniel get back on track was incarceration, because he got to do legal stuff. We was too busy, right? And I
Yeah.
got I
I hate when it has to result when it results to that, but I'm all for, when you are incarcerated, that you take advantage of the resources and stuff that they have there for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes that's what you need to stop arguing now. To find something better to do. Now you're getting life skills. You're talking to attorneys. You're in court. You're learning the law. It's okay if you're incarcerated for short periods. Sometimes that is exactly what you need to get back in the business world. Because I'd rather be talking to a lawyer in jail than running around here fighting with my mama all day, getting hit by house shoes. So I'm just joking, y'all. Because that I can't stand arguing too much, You know what I mean?
Well, me and Cupcake slept on the blow up bed.
Oh, that's nice.
What was stuff?
I had it out for them. I had took it out and blew it up for them. So they ain't looking for me and Cupcake slept on it.
Yeah, we want to promote a drug-free environment, Elijah. So are you and Kaylin doing good on that? No drugs, no vapes.
We've been kind of broke.
Yeah, so sometimes that's a good thing because you off substances. You're not vaping. You're not drinking. You and Kaylin sound pretty sober.
I'm just grown. I'm grown. I am grown. They don't like. I'm sober. Enough.
Yeah. So yeah, just get I'm just encouraging them, Angel, to get busy with something else.
That's good.
Yeah.
You better come on, do Skills to Live. You better do your Skills to Live program.
Yeah, like we was on the phone with Angel last night and she had her music going. We was all having a little party on the phone.
What about myself?
Yeah. So it's always something much more positive to do than fussing and fighting.
Okay, Mom. And Angel.
Okay, Mom.
Yeah, we're about to go to the store, so.
Yeah, so just be careful. Call me anytime and just call 211 when you get back from the store because they're open to 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever the time. And so call 211 Catholic Community Services. Are you able to get my text?
Yeah.
Okay, because you haven't replied to my text. His phone clicked out again, Angel. Yeah.
Well, I hope I get my TV to work today. That's why I've been playing my music playing. I just asked them to play Cameo.
Mm-hmm.
They've been playing all the good old 80 songs.
Right.
So I was looking for my remote control. Okay, never tried to tow my room up.
Mm-hmm.
And guess where I found it?
Oh, I thought it fell in the water.
In the dishwater.
Yeah, so that remote control is gone.
Yeah.
So you found a new one, like one of the universal remote controls?
I got one around here somewhere. I don't know where that thing is at. Lord God knows I don't know. If I can't pull it in a drawer or one of these bins and see and find it, somebody told me I could make it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I could make the remote control on my phone. I had to turn my phone into a remote control.
Right.
But I'm going to try it again. It's been overnight,
Mm-hmm.
It's been drying out. I guess it'll dry out, but it's this. Had a day, we'll do that. My eyes, my allergies, it's going to rain. Yeah.
Yeah, I just told them they need to get busy.
Yeah, they need something to do. They can't be up on each other all the time, or else it's going to cause all that stuff like that.
Right.
Elijah needs to get out and pop up and show a nigga, like Kendrick Lamar say. Pop up and do something.
Yeah, see, because he's been...
16, 17. My granddaughter, she work at Wendy's.
Yeah, see, he's been up under Kaylin's what I call rulership so long. And see, Kaylin's never worked or had a business. She's never been involved in no real volunteer work.
20 what for?
No, she's only 22, I think.
And how old is Elijah?
He's 21. She's 22 or 23. I think she's 22. She's like a year older.
Mm-hmm.
No more than 2 years, up to 2 years. So the oldest she would be 23.
Two kids raising each other.
Yeah. But see, she's got him because of her background, she's never she's finished high school, which is good, but she's never worked a job, had a business, participated in any real volunteer work, right? So he's dealing with someone that doesn't have work ethics. And
Right.
so he was a mechanic working on cars. Did that for almost a year, and she was kind of like playing this housewife thing, right? But she's not a worker, so that's affected him. So she's brought this welfare mentality into his life, and it's not good, and he's used to it now, right? And so he's
kind of still getting money for the babies.
I think for one of them, I don't think she's reported that they're gone to welfare, I don't think, or they're allowing her to get it for a certain period of time. But she probably just waiting to that 6-month review is up or something, and just not redo it. But I don't know what she's worked out with the foster system.
Right.
Because she does still get supervised visits. So they may allow her to get the food stamps or welfare or whatever she needs to still assist with the child. I'm not sure.
I forgot what I was going to say. Daggone it. I forgot what I was going to say.
Again, thank you so much for the likes, y'all.
She should have some kind of stipulation that she has to be doing this, that, and the other to even see the baby. That's how I feel about it.
I think they already I think he's a ward of the state now, her oldest. I just was asking, CPS called me trying to do a parent interview with Elijah. I went ahead and did the parent interview for him, but I still have been asking for DNA tests for Imani, and they refusing to give it to me. And I told them that's messed up. You got a child in foster care, and they say I'm not down as a relative. Well, you keep calling me like I'm family. Who am I then? Right? And I know for sure I'm Elijah's relative. And you calling me about Elijah. So I am his relative. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, but they won't they refuse the DNA. I've been asking for DNA for these children since they've been here. I asked Kaylin, I asked CPS, and nobody will honor my request. But they keep contacting me. And she said, well, the CPS lady said, well, you can help with the child. I said, no, I want the answer first. I want the answer. I said, and I didn't say I wasn't going to help with him. I told the mother this too. I said, I just want to know who he is to me. I help people that's not my flesh and blood, but I know that they not my flesh and blood. What's wrong with me having the answer? What, I'm not deserving of an answer?
Right.
Slavery ended in 1865. You have to give us answers now. You can't just say, oh, well, you go work, you go do it. That ended. And she sent me a text saying her supervisor said no. I said, so y'all not helping the children. You got a child in the system that could have potential relatives, and you don't want to, check and see if, I'm a potential relative, or if Elijah is. But see, Elijah has to enforce that too. So that happened. But yeah, see, it's I see with Kaylin, like if I had them here, they would get me so off schedule, I couldn't function. Because it's time consuming helping people that's not trying hard enough, right? And they're not trying hard enough. They're just not. Their time is filled with too much garbage. Yeah, too much garbage. And that's gonna run off a lot of help. And I don't want to be in Elijah's situation where they telling me I gotta go and it's her place. Because that's the situation he's in. That's what the police officer was saying. But he's not restrained from his place. I said he can be in his place. She has the lead. That's his apartment. But when you start letting people stay too long, that's not on the lease, Angel, that's what starts happening. The business part of it gets all misconstrued. And I don't want that happening to me. Something I work hard for, they talking about it's now hers. Or I gotta leave because that can happen to anybody. That's why you don't let them stay too long. You gotta be very careful with moving people in that's not on your place. Because the police, it feels like they kind of cross boundaries, but really in our reality, that landlord is who determines whose place it is, not really the police. That lease means something, and they keep acting like it don't. The landlord say Elijah's supposed to be there. That is a legal contract. That's who's supposed to be there. So that lease means something. They just keep ignoring that lease. And the police want to determine, I remember when the kids was runaways and they was doing that same stuff with me, right? They was like, well, Elijah's a teenager and you have to let him in. I said, no, I don't. The landlord gave me the key. I let in who I want to let in, officer. I had to tell them way back 4 years ago. I said, I respect y'all. I respect your police department, but you can't be telling me who I can let in my house. This is my place. I pay rent here. I have to tell the police then, y'all don't pay my rent. You don't pay my mortgage or none of that. So they kind of backed off, but then at the same time, if you want to really get somebody out or somebody trying to get back in, they'll say you need a civil court order, right? They'll tell the person, well, you need a civil court order to get back in because the police can't make you let them back in. but they try to like orchestrate it or manage it, I guess. It's just messed up. But I don't want to be in Elijah's situation with moving her because that's what a lot of these homeless people do. They, just like them squatters. Them squatters, when they find an abandoned house that a landlord don't check on often and just move in and
Right.
and then
That's
what they call them?
you say they call that a squatter?
Yeah, they call them squatters. And so they'll do a lease and everything. And then what happens in those cases, say a landlord got a property out of town and it's just been abandoned. That's why it's good to have a property manager go check on your property at least once a month. It's well worth the $50 just to have somebody in the state to check. So these landlords, they have these properties all over the United States. Some of them, they don't check on them in a year. Then they go back and somebody living in their house, the real property owner calls the police. And then the police say, well, they just showed me a lease. I can't make them leave. So that's how them squatters take over homeowners' properties. And it takes a long time. They have to go in and out of court. It can take sometimes. One lady, a squatter took over her house, and it took 2 years to get them people out. And that's a lot of legal fees, attorneys. They spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get those squatters out. Yep, they sure do. It's pretty bad. So yeah, you just don't want to be in that situation. That's why you let them visit and get them on out of there. Because Kaylin's more strategic than you think. She sure is. Because that's been her end goal from day one. She's trying to see, she's in survival mode. And that don't make her necessarily bad. But when you're in survival mode, she has made a decision that she don't want to be on the streets. And that's okay. But she don't care how it happens. If she have to take over Elijah's place, take over your place, take over mine. That's one of the things I know about her. She has no mother. Her mother passed away. Her mother been deceased since she's been 11. So she's in straight survival mode. And being around somebody like that ain't always good, Angel. Because when they in survival mode, they in selfish mode. So they just looking out for themselves. And who gets hurt is people like me, you, and Elijah, or whomever else that's helping her. Because everybody that helps her gets hurt in some kind of way. Whether it be she dirty your place up, she take it over, you get disrespected. It's always a negative, it's always a adverse effect to helping her that don't benefit you. That's why I'm very careful. She was on the phone like, well, you won't meet with us. You haven't seen us. I said, I met with Elijah. What are you talking about? But they seem like they need more support, but I have to do it at a distance through guiding. Yeah. I have to do it through guiding. First thing, I need them, Elijah with the teeth, he say he don't want the gums to bleed. You gotta let it bleed. So you spit that bacteria up. The bloody gum can't stay like that. You gotta brush it so it bleeds, so you spit it up. Right. That blood is that bacteria. That's gum disease. The more that you can get up on your own, you can get a lot of that up just doing a thorough brush at home for an hour. Get that gunk out your mouth. And I'm trying to get him to see the side effects to health, not getting it done. You know, you can have a heart attack like that. It's too much gawk on his teeth. Imagine you paralyze the dead just because of your teeth.
Yeah, he needs to go get a deep. I do too. I get one every 6 months.
And I'm providing the dental for him. I update his dental every year. He's still under me for dental and medical. So I mean, I'm providing it, but he's not going, and he too busy with Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I don't know, but I feel sorry for them, but they really got to get it together.
They still young.
Yeah.
They've been through so much.
Yeah, so have we. Most of what they're going through, they putting themselves through. That stuff they're going through is self-induced. They're causing it. And as soon as they can stop causing problems for themselves, like right now, Elijah could have been done those classes. So he's causing the police to keep knocking. All he got to do is go do the class.
Right. I would, so I'd ask him. I ain't got to look over my shoulder all the time.
Yeah, I would have been done that class. You know what? I would have done that class from jail. See, when you in jail, all you got to do is ask the guard and your attorney. They'll bring your books in there. They'll have you do them classes. They give you tablets in there now. You could do your classes and stuff right on those devices. Daniel did it. He did classes when he was in there. All you got to do is speak up. Tell them you want something else to do. I bet you they could have let Elijah and see if he would have did that DV class online in jail, then it would have been free. He could have got it done for free.
Do mine, because see, my class, my skills to live is licensed. You know what I'm saying? So that will, and you get a certificate, you know.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to work on actually putting it online. You know what I'm saying? Where you can do it online. I can send it, and you can do it online.
Yes, Kaylin takes up a lot of time, and he gonna have
a lot of mental time, you know,
and physical time. Like right now, you know, it's like he's kind of following her lead, and she ain't got nothing going.
She ain't got nothing to lead.
Yeah, she ain't got no. I mean, that's good. She has her high school diploma. I commend her for that. At least she has that. But she accomplished that before she met Elijah.
Another college course or something.
Yeah, she says she want to go back to school. Oh, she wants to get her CNA license. That's what she said. And that's a good goal. You know. So yeah, that's you know, so that's the best I could do. But I can't have I don't do bums. I can't have no bums on my watch like that. Not in my residence. I can't do it. People here, they have to be busy. Really, I want you gone. Right? You are so busy, you are not here. Like we got an appointment 3:00 today. I got to be getting started for that. By the time I get ready, we're going to have to be out of here about 1:32 and, you know, get where we're going. So I try to stay pretty busy. And every day I got something going on with something to do because I'm very behind. There's a lot of stuff that I just got to keep doing myself.
What kind of income do you have?
Huh?
What kind of income do you have? Disability or?
No, none of that. Part-time with the city.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As a floater, just part-time.
And that covers your bills and stuff like that?
Yeah, it helps out. Yeah. It helps out. Here, this is 564. I don't know what number this is. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Angel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's best to be you get more benefits too. Like if you're full time, like if you get with the city and you 40 hours a week, everything is more guaranteed. But being a floater part time, you can get your stuff done too. You can go into work later. You can have a couple of weekdays off when you got appointments and stuff. So it's beneficial to have that part time category. But the goal is I need 40 hours a week full time. But then I would have to be ready to say they want to put me on 8 to 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got to be in a position where I'm ready for that. That's why I'm trying to get my stuff done. So that's all. But I like flexible positions. I like businesses and part-time gigs because you have that flexibility.
Yeah, I was thinking about going to this part time. They need a prep. They need a prep cook just for weekends,
Oh, that'll be nice.
and I can do that. And I can do I can do a couple days out the week. I know I can't do full time because of my disability.
Yeah, full-time is a lot. Yeah. And it takes so much from your life, especially when you got your
Not as a prep cook, it's not a lot, but it's a lot on me.
yeah. Yeah, it is, yeah. And you know what you can handle and what you can't.
Yeah, I do now. And my back is getting better, and I don't want to put that kind of work in, and then my back relapse back into that pain that I had all the time.
Yeah. You're doing strenuous labor.
Right. When I was in prison.
Right. So how does your back do now? Your back is okay now?
It's doing a lot better, especially since I got to move to my one bedroom and one in that studio, sleeping on the little futon.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Thank you for this food I have. Yeah. I'm out of here next month. I'm gone.
On your trip?
I'm going on a trip somewhere. Get out of Seattle. Get out of here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
My son told me he need a vacation. I got one for you. This ain't gonna be no vacation. You come here, it's gonna be a staycation.
Right.
Yeah, I slept till 11 o'clock.
Yeah, because I told them, I said, didn't you call so somebody from their apartment complex somebody kept calling from this 308 number, right? And so they kept calling Kaylin's phone, and she didn't know who to answer, but it ended up being the neighbor. And see, the thing is with
For what reason?
something about a car. The lady was saying something about a car. Um, Kaylin, the car got hit or something. Something about some vehicle incident that happened in the parking lot, I guess. I don't know the whole story, but so that's the neighbor. But see, Elijah, see when people get older, they use their own systems, right? And what I find about him and Kaylin, they socialize a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they the type of neighbors where everybody kind of likes them and knows them, which is okay. Because in general, most of their neighbors really like them. They not calling the police on them. The neighbors that stay right across the hall from them, that's on their floors calling the police because they're not friends with them, right? But they're really liked in the building.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is it's very time consuming too. So the thing with they gotta start like accomplishing stuff, then befriending people. Like right now in that motel room, well, I guess that guy rented the hotel room for him. The guy David. But I
That was
just
nice.
yeah, it was. It was nice of him to do that. But then they have company a lot too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you got some people they're able to kind of do their business first and I can't really do it. I can't multitask like that. If I
Oh, really?
if I had company and I was friendly with my neighbors like they are, I would be homeless because I can't do both. I barely find time to have company because I'm always doing something to try to survive this to prevent from being in a situation. Preventing from being in that situation that Kaylin and Elijah are in with being on the brink of homelessness or like being like Kaylin being homeless, it's a full-time job. It's every day you gotta wake up and have something else going that's preventing homelessness. And I don't see why they got just too much time. And so they socialize a lot. And see, with me, like when Elijah was asking if he could rent my garage, I'm not social like that. I can't be,
Wow.
I can't have all them people over because see, that's getting you off focus. You're not focused on your crib, especially with how high our rent is. Our rent is high.
What
If
you mean, huh?
the rent's high, it's over $2,000.
Damn.
So I can't unless the company come in to pay the bill.
I
Now,
know that's
now
right.
if, if the visitor come in with, hey, the first thing they do is hand me a money order or cashier's check when I open the door, then fine, come on in and eat. But outside of that, they're gonna have to change the way they do things. So they're gonna have to really disconnect because what they're doing, they're living like, and Kaylin institutionalized this when she moved in, right? So they're living like that they rent is paid and that they have jobs and that they're not living like they're on the brink of homelessness. They act like they rent bill. Elijah's rent is 1,500. Yeah. Can you hear me?
What happened?
I don't know. Yeah. Elijah's rent was 1,500. So see, they acted like that bill wasn't as high as it was. That's what it was. And it's, backfired. They're playing around way too much.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get started for today because we got this appointment.
Okay.
And so I gotta get ready for that and get prepared for that. So I'll call you back later, Angel.
Okay. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Bye bye.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all. So thank you so much for the extra like. So sometimes I do these phone chronicles, and when you're tuning in to people conversations, um you're allowed to surveillance your residents, y'all. So if you put up cameras and it has a audio surveillance and a video surveillance, and you're talking on your phone, you can record 24 hours a day. And of course, lives are fair use. And this is why you got to be careful what you're doing and what you're saying, because if I'm calling someone's house and they have a 24-hour surveillance camera that's recording voices and the person and everything going on in the house, and you calling their residents, the police, it's nothing that they do about it. I talked to the police department about this. So the thing is, um, especially when you're not putting people faces on the live video and stuff like that. So just be very careful. They have those rules where I guess you can notify people that they're being recorded, but when you're doing it from the residence, the police said it's nothing they can do about it. Because I talked to the police about it. I was like, what is that? And they said, well, if you're recording from your home, it's nothing that they do about it. It's just that the recordings are best done from your residence. So right now, I'm in my makeshift studio at my residence, right? So I could keep this live on all day and record everything I'm saying, everything I'm doing, and it don't matter who's on the phone. So just be careful what you say when you're talking to people, because any and everything can be recorded. Any and everything. So just understand that. And so, but I like to do these phone chronicles as a learning tool, because there was nothing really on the call that was too personal from my perspective. There's no last names being given out and stuff like that. But this homelessness crisis is getting so heavy that somebody just posted on Facebook. Someone said it's so much chaos, I can't even tell. Wait a minute. Oh, somebody posted on Facebook, it's so much chaos, I can't even tell who is right, or basically who is wrong. I can tell who's right and wrong. That's where you got to have discernment. No matter the chaos, if a war started right now and there was people just on a rampage committing violence and horrible things, no matter the chaos, I would know who's right and wrong. I can tell who's right and wrong. He's a gentleman that many people call a narcissist, he says. Many people call him a narcissist. So he's struggling. He's admitting, he said, it's so much chaos, I can't even tell who is right. And he meant to say who is wrong. This is how he words it. It's so much chaos, I can't even tell who is right, is wrong. Let me try to get a. I don't know. It seemed like it should have been another word added. It's so much chaos, I can't even tell who is right, is wrong. Maybe that's the way he's trying to say it. Maybe he doesn't mean or wrong. Who is right is wrong. So he's basically, okay, I get it now. He's saying it's so much chaos. Somebody can present right, but really be wrong. That's what he's trying to say. He's not actually, if you read it word for word, he's not actually saying he doesn't know the difference. So I apologize, but he is saying he can't even tell who is right is wrong. I can tell. That's called a wolf in sheep's clothing, right? I can tell if they're sorry about that, y'all. I can tell if someone is right but really wrong, especially over time. At first, you may be tricked, but over time, time tells all things. So it is very much possible, in a chaotic situation, you can't tell who is right, is wrong. That's very much possible. I would agree with it, but over time, you should be able to tell. It's so much chaos, I can't even tell who is right, is wrong. But if someone has a lot of narcissism, they're going to reverse it anyway.
And while I'm getting myself straightened up,
sorry about that, y'all. It buffered out there. Yeah, but yeah, you just gotta use discernment, you know. Sometimes keep a little journal when things are happening. Journals help you kind of discern certain situations. Yeah, but anybody can be in a situation where they can't even tell. It appears to be right, but it's really wrong. So anybody can be in that situation, no matter who they are. So that's where you gotta that's where you gotta use intuition and discernment, and hopefully, and do it soberly. Be sober. Don't try to use don't try to use intuition and you're drunk and high out of your mind. Be in your right frame of mind when it's happening. Use logic. Don't be overly emotional. So yeah, but I'm going to cover this subject right now. There's many different reasons for homelessness, right? For one, in the United States, it's a very expensive place to be. There's a lot of standards and stipulations that many people will not be able to make. The United States is also a very unforgiving place, especially for people that get criminal convictions, felonies, misdemeanors, anything that's on your background, whether it be in the policing system, anything that can come up on a background check, even if you don't have a felony or misdemeanor in the United States, it's a very unforgiving place. Some of this stuff can go with you your entire life and prevent you from getting certain jobs, all jobs. It can prevent you from being able to get in certain schools. The United States is not truly as forgiving as we think. And also, you have to have a certain credibility to be forgiven of anything. And you know, the United States, there's a lot of one of the major red flags that there's not enough jobs is how often people prostitute themselves, how often people choose to become pimps and stuff like that. So, drug dealers, you know, so it's not really a place where it's really as easy as you think to come up on money. And so, also, what makes the United States not as positive as you think is to make it in the United States, you have to be approved. Remember that. If you get a job, you have to be approved. You have to qualify for these things. And that's the difference between the United States and Sweden. You know, Sweden had all kind of homeless people living all up and down the street and everywhere. But Sweden fixed their homelessness crisis by deciding that because you're homeless, you qualify for a place. And see, we don't do that here. Here in the United States, if you're homeless, you need to become credible to have a place. But Sweden, they got all of their people off the street. It's not that many homeless people in Sweden because the Swedish government decided that what qualifies you for a place is the fact that you're homeless. So they got you up off the sidewalk. The United States does not do that. It ain't the land of the free here in the United States. It's the land of you need to qualify for it. And everybody will not qualify. There will be people in the United States that someone will never give them a job. This happened, y'all. You say, well, oh, he's homeless, she's homeless. Why can't they get a job? They did. They applied for 65 jobs. For whatever reason, they were turned down. Okay. In the United States, you got to be able to speak too. If you're not a person that's able to speak up or intellectually explain things, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So check this out. What if you got a disability where you're unable to express yourself in the way that we can? What if you're just someone you kind of like scared to talk? You know, almost like, you know, you got different illnesses that cause some of these things. You was in a severe trauma situation, you know, like Maya Angelou said, when she was raped, I think she was 9 years old. She went years and years and wouldn't even speak anymore. She was raped about 9 and she just stopped talking. That happens more than we think in this country. So then you got people in the United States, they're severely rich or severely poor. There's no balance. So Sweden, they found that balance in their country. So you may think that the United States is so normal, but when you look at how other places do things, you may find out, or you may come to the conclusion that this place is a little bit more colder than you think in the United States. I've been able to make it here, but I do understand that even me living in the United States, if there wasn't so many stipulations and standards and stuff, I would be in a financially better place. But there's so much red tape in the United States, no matter what race you are. It just gets worse if you're melanated. But we got white people waking up off the sidewalk more than melanated people now. It's really just a bad situation. And these particular European Americans, that were born and raised here, they're not getting up off these sidewalks as quick as they used to be. So that's why you got to stay focused. Like I was saying earlier, with the Kaylin and Elijah thing, they play around too much, socializing too much. The United States is not a place where you cannot have your business affairs taken care of and you can socialize like that. And then if you're going to maintain your business and pay your bills and be employed and stuff like that, you got to actually not be playing around and having all that company. Kaylin and Elijah, they got a lot of friends, but these aren't rich friends. And even if you got a rich friend that's financially rich, that don't mean they're going to pay for your apartment or your house. Yeah, they're rich, not you. So having all these friends and company don't get the rent or mortgage paid, or your the room that you're renting. It doesn't get that paid. The only thing that will get your bills paid is getting employed, getting some sort of residual income that's legal, nothing illegal. I don't support illegal businesses, because in the United States, you're just gonna end up incarcerated, involved in tax evasion is what I think they used to call it, and it's still going on. So you want to be very careful. Make sure that what you're doing is legitimate and just move on from there. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the phone chronicle. Do y'all have any questions? Let me check these chats and comments here. Let me see. Digital Monkey says hello. And let me see. And then some of the symbols I wasn't sure. Then Yaversul, thank you so much for the flags that was posted representing your country. Thank you so much for that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this phone chronicle. Please take the time to go look at my other lives as well. And I come here with a lot of fun stuff, y'all, and educational stuff. So hopefully you learned a lot. I always talk about weight and stuff. We talked about numerous subjects on this video. So hopefully you learned a lot. And I do the phone chronicles whenever I can so that we can all learn and do the best we can, y'all. I love this YouTube audio library. It's kind of fun. They got some cool songs. So let's see how this one sounds. Y'all like this one? Y'all like this? Y'all vibing to this? The YouTube audio library, where you can go on here and not get copyright claims. This one's called Heaven and Hell, y'all. Heaven and Hell from the YouTube audio library. You like it? I love the beats. I'm falling in love with these beats. I have to be at a meeting by 3 p.m. today. I love meetings, y'all. You learn so much. Try to reinvent your hell to create a heaven. Reinvent your hell and create a heaven. It's up to you. You ain't got to sit around and wait on no prayer, y'all. Get active. Put action in. Action. You can do a lot yourself. Pray, but don't sit around and wait and procrastinate. And wait on what you're praying for. The Lord wants you to take action on the good things that you pray for. Because you can turn any hell into a heaven. It's up to you. It really is. I've experienced this, y'all. In Zen Buddhism, they would call it reaching enlightenment. Reaching peace and serenity so that you can become the best you can. A lot of people just waiting on their prayer to come true, y'all. Sitting back still, waiting on a prayer that ain't never gonna come true until they put in the action to accomplish whatever they want to accomplish. If you want a YouTube channel, start it. Start it today. Don't pray about a YouTube channel. Just start it, y'all. Click on Create Channel and choose Brand. You want a brand channel, not a personal one. Create a personal one first if you don't have a personal YouTube channel. But if you want to start uploading videos, Create Channel and choose Brand. Please like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Tune in for more right here with Advanced Insight Channel. Thank you. Bye, y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed this phone chronicle. Check out my narcissism text messaging series, y'all. I have some wonderful playlists on this channel. Come back again. Tune in for more right here with Advanced Insight Channel, y'all. Thank you. Bye.